You're on your bed and you're just chilling. You're trying to find a show to watch because you got nothing else to do. For example, I'll be watching my animes of all genres, and then as you scroll through your website, you find a hidden gem. You're like,
holy fuck, I'm about to binge watch this shit.
And it's like, I would say maybe 3 a.m. in the morning. You either got school in the morning, maybe college, or you're unemployed and got no job. Because the job market's fucking terrible right now. As you finish your last episode, they end that shit off with a cliffhanger. Or they just never make a new season despite having manga content. That's probably the most annoying thing of all time. Because there's so much animes that deserve more than just 12 episodes. Cause Silvery of a Failing Night, oh man, that show was icing on the cake. You got Iki Kurigane, who's the underdog of the school, and then you got Stella Vermilion, the powerful princess prodigy. At first they were enemies, and once they start being around each other a little bit more, they both started to realize that they love one another. What makes it even better is that these two actually start dating, and we get to see the relationship dynamic in the first few episodes. They don't pull no last minute bullshit and finally have them realize how they feel, or drag things out like 400 pages. Cause like, bro, how is this shit even getting 4 seasons? Who's greenlighting this shit, my nigga? Ain't nobody want this. But regardless, the battles that occur in the show got you hyped up too. And the main character isn't a bitch. Everything he do is tough as fuck. He's not some random ass character who gets everything handed to him. He earned that shit. But what y'all know about Blood Lad? The main character's name is Staz, and he's this high-ranking vampire from the demon world. He's also into human world stuff like manga, anime, games. Did I also forget to mention that he's a Dragon Ball fan? This nigga tried to pull out the Kamehameha. And when this bum decided to diss Goku's move, Staz had to call out bro and teach him about that boy son Goku. Shit, I glazed too for Goku, pause. The other characters are pretty likable too. Fuyumi, Hydra, this wolf guy. Actually, what is your name? Oh, it's actually Wolf. Anyways, the whole point of this anime was to bring Fuyumi back to life. Since she literally dies to a plane in the first episode, they go through different situations, facing powerful enemies, creatures, all types of stuff. This entire show carried my middle school days. And I just realized I only had like 10 episodes, which makes it even worse because there's like a lot more content in the manga. But the next show I'm gonna talk about has reasons for why there isn't a second season. High School of the Dead. Once again, that shit carried my middle school years. Anytime you see a zombie anime, you know that shit's about to get good. The fan service was wild as hell, but trust me, the show was hard. First episode, they already got us to the action. A whole bunch of zombies attacking a random school. We also got this.
Let go of me! Damn it, bitch, I said let go!
Though I really don't like this girl right here, aka Ray. This bitch was annoying. Anything this Hisashi guy says, she'll eat that shit up immediately. And when she was about to get killed, Mr. Captain Saberho thinks he can overpower a zombie and save her. Takashi tried to tell bro to move out the way too. But you know Hisashi, he wants to impress the HUDs and gets his ass bit. So like, bro's cooked. He got bit. There's no point of even trying to save his life. But Ray, she's gonna try to run up and try to save bro, knowing that she wouldn't be able to. So she's gonna scream at Takashi to do something. So he ends up helping Hisashi. Then when Hisashi tells Takashi to send him to the afterlife because he doesn't want to become a zombie, Takashi's like, well, it is what it is. So he walks up to his body and Ray's like,
No, you can't do that!
like, bruh, we in a zombie apocalypse. Your side piece is cooked, my nigga. Honestly, the people I care about in the show is the nurse, the girl with the sword, Takashi, the tsundere, cause hey, all tsunderes are good characters. Besides the pink hair girl from the familiar Zero, but everyone else, ha, we do not care. Even though this anime got some good stuff in it, we'll never get season 2 because the author passed away in like 2017. That led to the manga also being unfinished. So due to these circumstances, RIP to bro. But honestly, I still hope that we get something from here because zombie animes, like I said before, will always be a 10 out of 10 experience to watch. Also, everyone knows the anime Charlotte. A world where supernatural abilities are developed in teenagers going through puberty. And when they turn to adults, that's when those powers disappear. This anime does a great job of showing what people will actually do if they ever got abilities. Because as a teenager, you're immature, cringe, maybe edgy, you're all the above. So you're gonna do whatever you want, because who's gonna stop you? And that's exactly what Yu does. But it turns out that Tomori and Omura already knew about bro and what he does with his powers. So they decided to make him transfer to their school, Hoshino Umi Academy, and have him serve on their student council. Since his ability to possess others is pretty powerful, Tomori's ability allows her to go invisible, while Omura can teleport, but in all honesty, we all know bro just has super speed. And overall, their goal is to stop other people from using their supernatural abilities. Because if you get caught, you'll get captured by organizations that want to do some experiments on you. So we can say the student council is filled with people who want to protect others. And this was a very interesting way to go on with the story, because at first you don't really expect things to take a dark turn. Having abilities in this verse is similar to having an illness. No matter what, you're always going to have a problem occur. Also throughout the series, we learn learn that use power also lets him steal other abilities if he possesses them too. And we get to see this guy go crazy. We learn about his brother and his ability to time leap, which allowed you to take his brother's time leap ability so he can save their little sister. Cause way before we got to this part, Yu's little sister ended up getting attacked by this jealous crazy girl, but instead ends up packing herself up cause her ability is destructive and causes things to collapse. So we get to see some time traveling, and most of the abilities that are used always have a downside. So at the end, when Yu went around the world stealing all them abilities, he was putting huge amounts of strain on his brain. That's a bar right there, by the way. So he ends up losing his personality and doesn't remember anything at the end, including his promise to Tomori. Now, that sounds like a sad ass ending, but in a way it's pretty wholesome, cause Yu made a huge sacrifice to get rid of all the abilities in the world and survive. And I believe that most of the main cast survived, besides one, but hey, nobody's perfect. It is what it is. But I wanted to also include stuff from this decade as well. It's we already 6 years in, closer to 2030 than 2020. So anyway, to end this off, I gotta speak on More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers. Honestly, if I'm watching a show and there's some characters that I really don't hate as much, I'm gonna sit through it. Even if the shit's cringe, cause I'm an open-minded guy. I'll watch anything. The whole premise of the show is about a bunch of students who are paired up into two, and they gotta live together like a perfect married couple. Most of their behavior is monitored and graded, so acting like a good couple gets you points. And if you get higher scores, you're able to switch partners with someone else. Which leads us to our main guy and gal, Jiro, a guy who lacks confidence and has a crush on his childhood friend Shiori, who a lot of people hate for some reason. She ain't even do nothing bad in the show. Then we got Kari, a popular girl and literally all the dudes want her, but she likes a popular guy named Minami. These two end up being partners, and at first they're just completely incompatible. Meanwhile, both of their crushes are assigned as the same partners. So in order for them to get what they want, they gotta figure things out, and in order to do that, they gotta get a high enough score as a couple. Yeah, all that shit sounds stupid, but hey, it's unique as hell. This makes you want to watch more. As you see Jiro and Akari begin to gain feelings for each other, even though their whole goal is to switch partners, pretty wholesome. Usually I hate these type of shows where the MC is a bummy loser that no one really cares for, and somehow he's able to bag the most popular girl that everybody wants. But I don't know, I just don't hate it right here. I honestly don't hate any of the characters. Well, at first Jiro was low-key pissing me off and Akari was just being annoying, but throughout each episode I started to understand things a bit more, and I really started to enjoy each character and the dynamics. So I wouldn't really care about Jiro getting with Shiori or Akari. Matter of fact, any choice is the right choice. I also heard some stuff about the manga getting off hiatus after like a year, and that's probably a lie and I'm just gullible as shit. But anyways, I can't wait.